Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another sketchbook tour. This is an old sketchbook that I purchased from Anthropology several years ago. It has a fabric cover so hair just clings to it. I do like the painted spine though, or not spine, the end pages. And it has cute little illustrations. This sketchbook I started in 2017 and I used it all the way up until 2022. So it took me several years to finish. And then this is just a sticker I got from Choosing Keeping, a stationery store in the UK. When I first started the sketchbook, I was very precious with it. I took a lot of time drawing all of these flower illustrations because I was trying to make my sketchbook perfect. And it was taking me forever to even get through this book. And I just started to eventually be a little bit more loose. And then I just get crazy loose towards the end. So you can kind of see my evolution. But I really do like how a lot of these illustrations in the front half turned out. And I kind of want to get back to that. Just spending more time on my drawings just to make them look a little bit more refined. I usually only have a certain amount of time in the evenings of where I can draw and paint, so I'm usually just rushing and scrambling and kind of doing as much as I can with the allotted time I have dedicated to my art. And this is kind of where I start getting looser. I kind of start using it to plan stuff. Here we're at Halloween because I have pumpkins and bats and witches and my dog and a witch hat. And then I started trying to draw the 100 heads and I quickly gave up. And then I just started trying to draw on pen. I'm just kind of doing everything now, just really random stuff. But I did try to focus a lot on just drawing things with a pen just to make it so I couldn't erase anything, because in the first part of my sketchbook I was spending a lot of time erasing and fine-tuning the illustrations, and in this part whatever goes on the paper stays on the paper is essentially like the rule I created for myself. I was able to get through this sketchbook a lot faster when I was doing that, and I was creating more stuff in a shorter period of time, and I still had fun with it. This is kind of where I just let go, because not everything in your sketchbook needs to be perfect. It's a place for you to experiment and draw, try new materials, do things you don't really usually do. A lot of the illustrations in here I did end up liking, and I might eventually paint them at a later point in time, but nothing in here turned into like a planned painting or anything. It's just basically ideas a lot of things that I saw on Pinterest that I just redrew. I think drawing with a pen helps you create more confident lines, and that's something I was trying to work on, is trying to draw one line and not do like the chicken scratch effect, which I still kind of do all over, but just trying to have like one fluid stroke. That's one thing I was thinking about when I was drawing with a pen. I really do like these little sketchbooks though that Anthropology used to sell. I don't know if they still sell them anymore, but they're not really thick material or paper. They're probably like 90 GSM. I did use paint in it here. I used acrylic gouache. But they're just nice, thick little books and they look nice. I like the design on them. They're just kind of cute to have on your bookshelf, even if the inside is a jumbled mess of whatever, which this one is, and that's fine. I think it's good to have mistakes in your sketchbook because that's how you learn. And then I start getting into, I forget what book it is, Drawing from the Imagination or something, which is just a bunch of fun little exercises of just drawing random stuff. I do think I want to draw that moon better. Like I want to make that into a painting. And then notes of, I don't know what to draw. I just drew some random things. And then I started drawing from The Keys of Drawing, which is another book that has a bunch of drawing projects for you to do. I still have not completed that entire book, but I plan to. And then towards the end here, I'm just testing out different pens to see what doesn't blend with like a highlighter. And then I get into some Oahu swatches because at this time I just purchased that whole set. And that's the end of my sketchbook tour. Thanks for watching. Bye.